ASUS Prime X570 Pro opinion. The ASUS Prime X570 Pro is an attractive, simple, and concise motherboard. While the feature set might seem sparse for the MSRP at first glance, ASUS truly put some thought into what to include with the ASUS Prime X570 Pro. The VRM is ferociously overbuilt, offering true 14-phase power delivery without any signal doubling. The integrated rear I/O shield is an excellent touch that adds a little bit of luxury into an otherwise intensely practical motherboard. The chipset heatsink, while small, performed well. The blower design of the chipset fan serves to cool the M.2 heatsink as well and was never loud enough to pick out from among the system's background noise. As for performance, memory stability was absolutely excellent. I kept stepping to higher memory dividers and running MMTest64, and the ASUS Prime X570 Pro kept passing. To be honest, given the time crunch for this launch review, I was relieved when the board finally hit its limit at 4200 MHz. CPU overclocking is hard to judge on a new CPU sample. However, I can say that I couldn't get a stable overclock that was significantly greater than the stock maximum boost clock, which is the same experience I have had with my other X570 sample so far and thus likely the limit of my Ryzen 5 3600X sample. Performance out of the box was pretty good, a step up from my last generation Ryzen 5 2600X in almost every test. Thermal performance on the ASUS Prime X570 Pro is excellent, though I hope to line up a 3900X to do some more strenuous testing. Frankly, the sub-100W maximum power draw of my 3600X just isn't enough to challenge the VRM on the ASUS Prime X570 Pro. The ASUS Prime X570 Pro isn't perfect. ASUS still has a lot of software bloat built into their utilities, and the complete lack of any Wi-Fi support may make the $250 price tag hard to swallow. The VRM, while robust, is not nearly as sophisticated as a true 14-phase. Only having two M.2 slots and 6 SATA ports despite the X570 chipset supporting more is also a minor detractor. The RGB LED implementation is good, but not head-turning, and the overall aesthetic isn't as over-the-top as many recent design trends would dictate, which could be a pro or a con depending on who you ask. The ASUS Prime X570 Pro is not the cheapest X570 motherboard on the market, but it is one of the more affordable options light on features like Wi-Fi, but strong in crucial areas like VRM power output. The ASUS Prime X570 Pro could be a good fit for content creators and minimalist gamers who want to jump on the X570 train but don't care to spend the extra cash on luxury features. At $249.99, though, I think there are better options for a little more cash.